Hey guys, White Joe Black Mage here. I'm not using a recorder not because I don't know how to use one, it's because I don't have a microphone. Today I made a nice little PowerPoint for you guys about a new set that's going to be coming in the TCG November-ish, Abyss Rising. Even though there have been no TCG exclusives confirmed for the set or OCG imports confirmed for the set yet, I'm still going to do I'm still going to tell you guys what to expect from the core set of to expect to be good from the core set of Abyss Rising. So without further ado, let's begin. First off, let's talk about mermails. Mermails are getting a huge amount of hype because of the conjunction that they have with Atlanteans. The mermails discard the Atlanteans to get their effects to go off, thus giving the Atlantean mermail decks a lot of consistency. From left to right, we have Abyss Linde, Abyss Spike, and Megalo Abyss. Three of the most played mermails. I'd say that Abyss Spike is probably my favorite. But so yeah, there's going to be water decks rampant everywhere. I say it'll be a solid tier 1.5-ish deck. I don't think it's going to be tier 1, but it can still be up there. And plus, along with this, of course, they had to create another fucking Elemental Lord, and they made a fucking Delinquent Duo on legs. It's 2800 attack, 5 waters in the graveyard, blah blah blah. When you drop it, you can discard 2 cards from your opponent's hand. But thank God you can only activate the effect of Mulling Glace only once per turn, otherwise you could drop like 3, and that would be terrible. And like Grand Soil, if it leaves the field, you have to forfeit your next battle phase, but who gives a shit, because when you drop Mulling Glace, you usually win. And I have tested Atlantean Mermail builds on Dueling Network, and we're just running one of this guy. What makes it more broken is it's searchable with Atlantean Dragoons, and I drop it every single game, guys. I'm dead serious. So basically, it's searchable. It discards cards out of the hand. This card makes Grand Soil look like a pussy fairy. Alright? I am dead serious. I don't know why Grand Soil was hyped so much. I don't think Grand Soil is that good. That's why the price is dropping. Nobody's playing it. Mulling Glace is good because you can add it to your hand. Imagine what it would be like if you could add Dark Armed Dragon to your hand. Yeah. That'd be pretty broken, wouldn't it? Along with the Atlantean Mermail archetype, another archetype that is being hyped for the next set is Madolches. Because Madolches are so cute, but they're deadly. In fact, I myself am going to be picking up the archetype next sneak peek. I've already got a build prepared. I've been playtesting it. That's Madolche Croissant. That's Madolche Messengelato. They have some very, 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 very good support coming in the next set. Croissant's effect. Once per turn, you can return a Madolche card from your field to your hand. So you can add the field spell back to your hand. Other than itself, to increase its level by 1 and its attack by 300. So basically, if you summon this and activate Chateau, you'll have a 23 beater on the field. And you can abuse it with Madolche Magellan, Madolche Mew, and it's just really good for the set. And Madolche Messengelato, when this card is special summoned, if you control a Madolche Beast type monster, you can add a Madolche Spell or Trap card from your deck to your hand. So basically, this card makes Butler-esque very, very bad to run. Because you basically you say, oh, you have to have a Beast type Madolche on the field. The only time that you really special summon this guy, anyways, is off of a Mew, and Mew's a Beast type. So you go Mew into him, add a Madolche Spell or Trap to your hand. It's very nice. So yeah, a bunch of cool monsters, cool, but the cream of the crop is definitely Queen Madolche Tiramisu. Now, her effect is that this is very, very broken. You can detach a material to target 2 Madolche cards in your graveyard, return those targets to the deck, and then return up to 2 cards, Madolche cards in your graveyard to the deck, to target 2, well, no, it's not a cost. So it's and shuffle this up to the same amount of cards on your opponent's side of the field back to the deck. Now, Queen just wins you the game because it makes Xyz monsters and monsters that you have to set. Zenmaines and armor are her bitch. She will just raffle stomp them all the way back to the deck. Queen Madolche is not somebody you want to mess with. It's probably going to be an ultra or secret rare, and I expect to be shelling out $30 per queen to get them. Unless Konami's feeling really, really generous like when they made Formula Synchron a rare. Anyways, moving on. Madolche's also got a spell card that's called Madolche Ticket. Now, this card is very, very good as well. When a Madolche card is returned from your side of the field or your graveyard to your hand or deck, you can. Well, no, it's not you can. It's mandatory. You have to add a Madolche monster from your deck to your hand. Which you probably would do anyways. And if you control a fairy type Madolche like the Queen, for example, you can special summon the Madolche monster from your hand. An abusable continuous spell card for an archetype that can add monsters from the deck to the hand. Now, where do I remember seeing this before? I don't think I recall. When have we ever had a continuous spell card that was extremely broken that could add monsters from the deck to the hand? Beats me. Anyways, we're moving on to some more generic stuff that is good from the set. First off, we have Gaga Gunman. Now, this is a pretty damn good generic rank 4. 1500 attack, 2400 defense, generic rank 4. Yes, a Gaga card is actually good. Now, you can activate one of two effects depending on the battle position that this card is in. If it's in attack position, you can detach material, and then he gains 1000 attack while a monster that he battles loses 500 attack, effectively crashing into 3k beaters in the same sense as Acid Golem, except he doesn't kill you. Now, if you have him in defense position, you can simply detach to Ukazi the shit out of your opponent. That's right, just 800 points of burn damage. Now, sometimes you wish you could Ukazi your opponent for game, because they'll have like 800 life points or less, and they'll be hiding behind a bunch, and you can't get past their wall. So you go into this guy and you burn him for game. It's very hilarious. So, it's pretty good. Something for warriors, they get Heroic Champion Gandiva. Now, they've had Blade Armor and Excalibur. You think that warriors would have enough type-specific Xyz monsters. But no, they get Gandiva. So what Gandiva is it's 2 level 4 warriors, so basically it's abusable in heroes and 6 samurais. 2100 attack, 1800 defense. Once per turn, if a level 4 or lower monster is if they're special summoned simultaneously, is special summoned to your opponent's side of the field, you can attach an Xyz material to destroy those targets, having this card effectively using its bow and arrow to give Rescue Rabbit an arrow to the knee. Going this first turn can disrupt the place of Dino Rabbits and can even screw with Tour Guide from the Underworld. While it may not be an absolute broken staple, expect it to be toolboxed in hero and samurai decks just due to this fact. Another thing is Forbidden Garments. Now, this is, another Forbidden card. That's kind of cool. It's a quick play like its predecessors, Forbidden Chalice and Forbidden Lands. You can target one monster on your side of the field, and it loses 600 attack and defense. But it is protected from being targeted or destroyed by card effects for that turn. So basically, you have Lance to protect from spells and traps, but and Lance is probably a more versatile card, but if you're one who worries about monster effects, yeah, it takes care of those. Yeah, fuck you guys too. Snowman Eater, Dolka. It just tells them to go fuck themselves. Summon a monster. Dolka tries to destroy it. Chain this. It goes through. I mean, it's pretty good in some scenarios. I'm gonna say it's at the same level of situationalness as. Well, no, it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more usable than Chalice. And Chalice is still really good. Lance is probably the best, but this can this can dodge Snowman Eater, Dolka, Black Rose, even like if you're trying to have your monster destroy and Stardust tries to destroy it, you can tell it to go fight. Well, no, well it would still be negated, but it won't destroy. Scrap Dragon if it's trying to destroy a face-up monster, I don't know, but even though it can dodge all those, it can still dodge you can still dodge Soul Takers, Deprisons, Compulses. It can dodge some of this stuff. Oh yeah, and destroy too. So Mirror Force, Dark Hole, Torrential Tribute. So actually, this card might be a little bit more usable than Lance. The only thing that this card, the only advantages that Lance has over this card is that, first of all, Lance can, if you're trying to use Lance to get over a monster, it's just 200 more attack points to try to get over it. In B, it can dodge spells or traps that do not either target or destroy, which is very situational, actually. Well, Inzectors should still use this card because of skill drains, Phoenix Chains, Shadow Mirrors, but this card actually might be the new Lance. It could very well be the new Lance. I mean, it can even dodge monster effects like that. I mean, think about it. I mean, tell me what you think about this card in the comments below, because this card could be quite the good card. Conclusions? I'd say that this is a very solid set. It's not a broken set like Invasion of Chaos or Order of Chaos or anything with chaos in its name, but it is still a very solid set. I mean, you have new archetypes going at it, like Mermails and Madolches, which both have both have a lot of promise, but are not overly broken, like Inzectors or Dino Rabbits were in their prime. Mulling Glaze, don't remind me about that. But Mulling Glaze is probably going to be the money card secret. You have your Forbidden Garments. You have some new staples. Got Gunman, Forbidden Garments, and then Warriors get another perk. So, you know, it's pretty good. I mean, Spellbooks get some new support, but it's kind of shitty. But they do get support. I mean, so Konami's bringing out a lot of support for everything. Nothing's well, except for Mulling Glaze. Everything except Mulling Glaze isn't overly broken. And as long as Konami doesn't merely bump the shit out of everything, like they did in Return of the Duelist, or Duelist Revolution, or anything with the word Duelist in its name, this should be a pretty solid set. So I'll talk to you guys next time. YGO Black Mage out.